Well, it's that time, folks. It's that time. And you know what time it is again? It's time to check in on the 19-time mukbang dumpster diver herself, the one and only Foodie Wan Kenobi. You know why? Because she's been over there on Kick and then YouTube, and she has bombarded me with so much content that I had to just go to sleep for like at least 10 days to get prepared. I was marinating in all these live streams and all this YouTube. It was bombarding me because I don't even know how to I don't even know how to prepare you what you're going to see in a few moments, folks, because you know how it is. She does so much over there that there's no room on the internet no more. That's it. Even who can I, Amber and Ree, you just retire over there and move on with your life because Foodie Wan Kenobi just owns the whole internet. So we're gonna start out here with a nice, how can I say, a little bit clip of the most honest thing I have ever seen Foodie Wan Kenobi Chantel say on the whole internet. Now listen right here, like this. Boom.
What am I watching somebody like just lay there? And like I don't know how you guys watch me just laying here. It's so boring.
Did you hear right there? She says she can't even watch other people just lay there, and then goes on to say that she don't know how everybody else just sit and watch her. That's the most honest. Everybody put in the comments. That's the most honest thing you have ever seen, and you're gonna ever see it again. But this is the only starter. How can I say? Because this was a few days ago. That clip was like a few days ago, and then you know what I did? I did some detectiveness, and I was watching last night, and I was like, there was a lot of stuff going on, and then I found this clip right here. Look at this right here. Boom. Yep. You see, just completely sleeping, unconsciousness right there. I had to check that it wasn't frozen up and like her internet was disconnected. She's still breathing in there and she just laying sideways sleeping after complaining that she wouldn't watch this type of person. She don't know how people watch her, but she comes on and just does this. She sleeps enough all day long. She sleeps enough all night long. She sleeps enough for the whole year. It doesn't matter. And the best part of this, she comes on here and finds time to sleep in front of her audience. Like, Chantel, what are you doing? If you come into work, at least be awake. Like, that's the bare minimum. Come on here, be awake a little bit, say something funny, do nonsense or whatever you're doing around, speed around the internet with your scooter, run a Costco or whatever, drag race down the streets with the train station. Do something like that. But to come on and sit here and just sleeping in front of people and just unconsciousness, it's like, I think it's a little bit disrespectful. You imagine if I just came on this video and I just said I'm gonna go to sleep right now, just go look a little bit sleeping, I'm sleeping. If nobody would be watching none of this nonsense, right? But for some reason, she has, how can I say, got her audience to believe this is some sort of acceptable process that she goes through. And the sad part, all she does is complain about reaction channels and commentary. And if there's one thing I could tell, I watch a lot of these people and they not sleeping on camera. They talking the entire time. They watch her stuff. They be like, oh, look at Shondell. She went over there. She bungee caught off that building. She did whatever she did, right? For like 3 hours, they be straight up talking the whole entire time. No sleeping, no snoring, no nothing like that. Even commentary, no stopping. They just go for the whole thing. They say what's going on. Boom, end the video. That's not what she's doing. And I don't know how people is accepting this, but do what you got to do. If you enjoy people sleeping on camera, go right ahead. You got Foodie One Kenobi, 100%, 0%. She will sleep for you all day long, all night long, and she take your money, and that's the best part. And now that we done with that nonsense, we're gonna move on to Foodie One Kenobi doing some other stuff. She's not, how can I say, cleaning the walls in the bathroom, nothing exciting for us to watch. But instead, she went on to make, how can I say, she took a class. I think she had a personal, how can I say, how can I teach her? I think a personal chef came to her house. Gordon Ramsay probably came, or somebody that just may believe they was Gordon Ramsay. And they taught her how to make, how can I say, a slow cooked dish, like in a slow cooker. And she got all the ingredients in there. And she's putting whatever's in there, like chicken and some cut up beans or whatever it is, and potatoes. I think a carrot. There was one carrot in there, maybe a pickle. I think I seen a pickle one time, but it doesn't matter. So she goes on to make this, how can I say, this soup, this delicious Gordon Ramsay 5-star chef soup that you ever seen. You're never gonna get it. Just think about it. For the rest of your life, you is never gonna get that quality ever again. You're gonna just have to settle for whatever else you're gonna eat. But this is what she did. I'm gonna show you. what she did right here. Look at this right here. Boom.
What's this? What was that? Ew.
How? What is that? That's a used sock in there. How does somebody get a used sock inside of their slow cooker, or what's a plastic bag, recycle bag, or whatever? What is going? How do you eat? How did you miss this? I don't understand how somebody that did all that stuff, cut up all the meat, all that stuff, and wear this plastic bag or whatever. It looks like that bag when you go with your dog and you got to pick up after and they just left it in it. Who knows what it is, but you can't underestimate Chantel when she uses pots and heaters and cooking machines. Because remember, back in the day, she had that blue Dutch oven or whatever it is like that, and she left it for like 7 months and it was molded. It was molded completely shut. Like she opened it up and it was like the Pandora's box of mold just bust out of there and it was infecting the whole villa that she was in. Even Peace was like running out the house, had no idea what was going on. It was out of control. And she was just over there laughing and giggling. And she had all this mold all over her. She need like a hazmat suit. She didn't use no gloves, nothing at all. And she didn't even want to throw it out. She put it on the side with all the million boxes. She had box mounting over there. She did not want to even throw it around. I think it only disappeared when she had to move out. I think they dumpstered it. They threw it out because they didn't even know what was living inside of there. It was somebody from another planet, maybe like Oscar the Grouch or something like that was busting out of there. Nobody knew. They just dumpstered the whole apartment, the villa, and they ran for the hills. But this is the quality of content she's giving her audience. And the sad part, she's not even telling them, hey, I'm gonna give you a little bit better. Because I was paying attention for a bunch of times there, and she kept promising to come. How can I say? I'm gonna be on Kick. I'm gonna be on YouTube. Just wait for me. And then she was like 3-4 hours later, she was like, I can't be here. And she was sick like 52 times in 3 hours. It's something I don't know. At this point, I can't even understand what it is anymore. Everybody be lying. Like you got Foodie One Kenobi, lie, 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 lie a million times. Amberlynn Reed, lie, lie, lie. It's sad that you've built your audience and they can never trust anything you say. Like Foodie over here, Chantel, she comes and she will blatantly completely lie, get busted and exposed right up there. Like she said the other day, I was watching a live stream and she said that she was gonna go to the bathroom and she got off the couch and she'd be right back, folks. Like after these messages, we'd be right back type of thing. Did she do that? Nope. She turned her camera and got exposed in the mirror or the reflection of the window, and she was just blowing some smoke or something in the air, and she was lying. And then when she finally came back to sit down, her audience did some detectiveness, and they were like, "We see you didn't get up off that couch, Chantel. You were just over on the side, and you was blowing smoke in the air." And she actually started to giggle and laugh, and she like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh my bad. I lied. I got busted." Like, what is the whole point? If you trying to build an audience, you should be, how can I say, honest to them, because you can't build on lies and deceitfulness and all this other type of stuff, because people is going to say, why am I watching this if I'm not going to be told the truth? And Chantel, she always pulling medical emergencies, all this other type of stuff, then comes on and says, it was a lie. I just wanted to take a day off or whatever nonsense she talks about. That's the saddest thing you could do. You got people that's waiting around, because I see in her Kick channel, people be there all day long. They just be typing and typing, and Chantel isn't even live. They have their own conversations going on, waiting for her to come back. So you can see she has some dedicated people over there. But to lie to them all the time and tell them all these stories and get caught on your own channel, on your own camera, on your own reflection, and then laugh to the audience face like, ha ha, my bad, whatever, give me money. That, this is not how it is. I'm not her channel. I don't do what she does. I just watch what she does and talks about it. And that's the saddest part. As a person, if I was one of her dedicated viewers, and I believe she did all this stuff and she came on day in and day out for years. Like, it's not like new people was here. They just found her, right? They here for like 6-7 years being lied to. And I guess at some point you just understand she not going to tell the truth, and you just go along with it and accept it, right? I guess acceptance is what they do. Amberlynn Reed, the same thing. We accept that she does nothing, and we just continue to watch it. So you know what we're going to do now, folks? We're going to move on to a little bit video that I found from yesterday's live stream of Foodie One Kenobi. She was driving around and speeding around, and she was, for one of her viewers, she was doing some fun stuff for one of her viewers that donated, I think, 99 cents. She went all out, folks. She went full blast, did everything she had to do. So sit back and relax and watch this right here. Boom.
Riders on the storm.
Yes, folks, you seen her just driving by. She just spinning around. She did a little bit turn. You know what it was like? I was watching like the number one or two, three Fast and Furious. If I put in a little bit speed, she could have been like that drifting one. That movie with the drifting, the back and forth. She was like a little bit drifting. That's what I was watching. And then you seen at the very end, she got up and she was easily walking back and forth as fast as possible. She was giggling and laughing and all this type of stuff. So you could see that Chantel could easily do this for her audience. She could go walking all day long. She could walk that long path. She could do whatever she wants. She just doesn't want to. And it seems that's what the whole type of thing is. They don't want to do anything because they get in the same check, right? They ain't gonna put no more effort in. It's like, you know what, how can I say? If you're not gonna get all the money, right, increased to do more content, why would they do it? So they say I'm getting whatever $1,000 a month to lay sideways on the couch and do nothing. I'm gonna get it. If I put all this effort in and made vlogs and all this type of videos for the same $1,000 a month, they would feel that they wasting their time. And that's how I see it. They ain't gonna give you no more content, put no more effort until something increases. And at this point, nothing's going to increase. So that's where they're gonna stay. So you know what we're gonna do, folks? We're gonna end right here with one more fun video that you got. You know, this is the one that you gotta wait for because this is what you have missed the whole time. Boom.
What's this? What's this? What is that? I don't know. Merci. Oh, there's a light on the ceiling. What? What? What?
Yes, folks. So think about it. When you about to spend your time, you're like, I'm gonna go check in on Chantel, see what she's doing. This is what you have missed. Well, that's the end of the video, folks, and I hope you enjoyed. Have a great day. Later.